Hello people, and welcome to the Arena YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about one of our newest game modes, Farm Battle. If you're first spawning in, Farm Battle can be found moving straight forward and then going to your left. For later, don't pay it no mind. Farm Battle is our most recent free game in the new May update. Today we're going to have our first out of many upcoming guides for game modes. So, let's get straight into it. This is the guide for Farm Battlefield. First up, we have the rules that are always shown right in front of the game. 2 teams must battle it out to make a farm. You have 8 minutes to make your team's farm. Every crop has its own points that it gives to your team. The team with the most points in the end wins. Many questions can come out of this. Next up is the point system. As stated in the rules, the points depend on what each crop gives you for the amount of points. Wheat gives you 2 points. Beetroot gives you 3 points, melons give you 5 points, and pumpkins give you 12 points. Of course, you would have to make a farm. Each team comes with their own equipment. Stone hose and 3 buckets of water. With these 3 buckets, they can instantly be refilled in our unlimited water pool. Each team also comes with tons of seeds. And of course, a composter to put your seeds and food inside of to give you bone meal. Then you would start building your farm as if you're a normal Minecraft player. You can create it however and whatever you want. Just don't cross the borderline here, which is displayed in a different type of grass. It does have barrier blocks to keep you away. Water's not a problem. You can break the floor to show a different layer down below where you can place your water. Now that you know all the basics and a good idea of Farm Battlefield, here's some gameplay and strategies. Remember, this is not a race. Each team both has 8 minutes, and the most points between 8 minutes wins. You and your team have to make a strategy onto what they're planting and how they're planting it. I'm going to tell you exactly how to make your farm. Just make it whatever you want. Organize it or don't organize it. Of course, you can make whatever strategy you want, but I'm going to show you my strategy and why I think it's so helpful. But first, I'm going to show you the speed of how all crops grow. 4 different types of crops in this game: wheat, pumpkin, melon, and beetroot. Crops normally take days to grow, but we don't have days. We have 8 minutes, so you got to make this work somehow. The only way of really winning the game is by right-clicking your composter, fill it up with seeds to the point where it gives you bone meal. You would then use this bone meal to speed up your crops. Here's the speed of how bone meal grows your crops. For wheat seeds, wheat takes 3 taps of bone meal. Pumpkin seeds take a long while, and at their 3rd stage have to default grow by themselves, and it takes a while. Same with melon seeds. They go up to their 3rd stage and don't grow at all. And beetroot only takes 2 to 1 taps of bone meal. Knowing this information, you should know your strategy, but if you don't know exactly sure yet, I'll show you mine. Though melons and pumpkins give you so much points, they tend to not even grow while you're in the game. So my strategy is to make a little area by the side just for pumpkins. These pumpkins have their own little area, and I'll just leave them alone. No bone meal, no nothing. Just let them sit there. They do cost 12 points, so if they just happen to work, it would be beautiful to take those 12 points. Melons, as much as I don't want to say it, are sadly a waste, because they only give you 5 points and they grow the same speed as pumpkins. Wheat seeds I also tend not to use, because they only cost 2 points, and beetroot costs more, and beetroot's faster to make. So if you think about it, wheat seeds are not needed. Using this information, I will only make a beetroot farm. That's right, beetroot farm only. I choose this route because beetroot gives you a decent amount of points, and they only take 1 or 2 pushes of bone meal. So, basically win the game by entirely beetroot. But here's the thing. In order to use this beetroot to grow faster, you'll need bone meal. And how do you get bone meal? In order to use bone meal, I would get my wheat seeds, my pumpkin seeds, and my melon seeds just for the composter so I can get my bone meal. Save the pumpkins, use them, and pray that they work, you're free to do that. My main focus in this game is to grow my beetroot, so I will sacrifice any other seeds I possibly can. You're using this nice and simple strategy, and while your enemies are focusing on the big things, like melons and pumpkins, you can win yourself the whole entire game. There are some unexplained rules that you should definitely know about. In order to get your team the point, your crop has to stay on the ground. You can't pick it up. And if you do, you just lost yourself that point. But it's not game over. You can use this towards bone meal, to grow other crops. You probably guessed this, but somehow going across the map and breaking others' crops counts for a penalty. I don't know how people can't keep doing this. I can't find the solution. Please make sure you watch where you're putting your bone meal, because if you accidentally put it on the floor, you can grow a whole batch of whatever this is. Don't worry, my dear friend. You can pick up these flowers and actually use them for the composter. So, it's a good refund. After rewatching parts of this video, I realized that some crops are missing, in the form of carrots, sweet berries, and potatoes. Tell me in the comments down below if you would like them to be added to Farm Battlefield. I'll definitely do it if you guys are in for it. We can also add trees that give you a chance of having apples. Remember guys, this game mode is still new to the May update, so as much as I would like to add the missing crops and things you can grow, I can't add them the second the game comes out, and it would change the whole gameplay. I can't just do that on its first release. Maybe this upcoming weekend, I will add these crops. Adding all these new things would make me have to make the map bigger, which I don't mind doing at all. Any crops or things you can grow, please comment them down below so I can add them to Farm Battlefield at some point. Don't say sugarcane, I know I miss sugarcane as well, but I don't know how we're going to implement it with the sand. Maybe just like the water pool, maybe we'll add another water pool with sand next to it. I'm not sure yet, we'll see. Arena, we always take follower feedback, so if you would like to have more crops, an expanded map, or literally anything you want, we'll recommend it. Just comment it down below, and make sure it's heard. That is pretty much it on today's guide on Farm Battlefield. If you like these guides, make sure you tell me down below so I can make more. I also had a plan to add one for Battle Royale. If everything goes to plan, tomorrow I'll make a guide to Battle Royale, one of our biggest and worked hardest on game modes. Like that, or a guide on another game mode, tell me down below. I'll surely make a guide of it. There's nothing dumb like the race. I'm not making a guide on a race. You know what? I will. Running and jumping until you reach the end. Have fun. There we go. That's the race guide. That's it for a guide in our newest game mode, Farm Battlefield. If you want to see how this would actually work in PvP, it's actually really fun. Here's some gameplay.